As the private jet plunged to the earth, onlookers were horrified. There were 2 explosions, this woman shouted. Video from the ground shows the wreckage engulfed in flames. The 10 people on board were killed. Russia's civil aviation agency says they included Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin and Dmitry Utkin, the group's co-founder. Prigozhin posted this video on Monday claiming to be in Africa. But today in the air between Moscow and St. Petersburg, it appears he received the swift punishment President Vladimir Putin had vowed back in June. That's when he branded Prigozhin a traitor for launching a mutinous convoy into Russia from Ukraine, even marching toward Moscow. A number of Russian helicopters were shot down and pilots were killed during the battle. But when it was over, Prigozhin simply drove away and was even cheered by some as he did. After the crash, a Wagner-affiliated Telegram channel said Yevgeny Viktorovich Prigozhin died as a result of actions of traitors to Russia. But even in hell, he will be the best. On the streets of Moscow, news of his death wasn't a complete surprise. It was to be expected, said this man. He had a lot of enemies. Prigozhin was ruthless and sent thousands of convicts into battle in Ukraine. He railed against Russia's military for incompetence. Russian authorities are investigating the crash, but some world leaders voice suspicions.
I mean, not much that happens in Russia and Putin not behind.
I did not expect Prigozhin to survive.
This Russian political expert says what's surprising is that this didn't happen earlier.
What happened seems to confirm the general pattern of Putin's rule, where you have scorpions in a bottle. You know, Putin is the main scorpion, and he goes after those who he feels betrays him.
Among the lingering questions, with Prigozhin now gone, just what happens to the Wagner fighters who are now without a leader.
So, Breyer, you posed a good question just now. What does happen with the Wagner fighters without their leader?
Well, Adrienne, some veiled threats have already been posted online by those believed to be affiliated with Wagner. But really, the big question is just who's going to step in and command them, or whether they're all going to be folded into the Russian military. But it's clear that Russia is really going after some of its most vocal and influential critics. On the same day that Prigozhin was killed, you had a top general, Sergei Surovikin, who was taken out of his post. He had not been seen publicly since the Wagner mutiny. And last month, a former battlefield commander, Igor Girkin, who was convicted for his role in shooting down MH17, he was arrested and he's now silenced in prison.
All right, Breyer Stewart in London, thank you.